Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Software Inc. Elite Distributors Incorporated. We're not going to talk too much in this episode. It's just probably going to be about maybe 5 to 7 minutes of an update as far as what we're doing. We're at the end of 1984, and now it's going to start hitting our big time where we're going to end up getting two new things to research, should so desire. And that's going to be 3D and network, which is going to be very paramount, or actually, is she imperative and paramount um, to making $1 billion in your company. And my goal is to at least make $1 billion before 1990, and that's a very ascertainable goal. So let me kind of give you an overview as far as what we've been doing since the last episode here. We've actually released iChart Elite, Light Note Elite, Publisher Elite 2, and Soapbox Elite, all which were outstanding products. And we've actually made some pretty good profit off of these. Um, Not as much as Publisher Elite, the first one. But mind you, it's been 3 years since we released it. And we actually have released this in 14 months, and we're almost ready to outpass the predecessor. So we're doing really well. We've also added two new products to our software development toolbox. Here is we got Image Elite and Wave Tools Elite, which is a 2D editor and an audio tool, respectively. And we're almost ready to go into development on our predecessors here, or actually, I don't know if that's what's the successors, I guess you could say, of the previous software titles. So a couple of things that we have also done is we made a couple of changes to our company benefits, but I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but we're getting employees complaining that their benefits got worse, which I don't really understand. Um, let's see here. So our insurance and investments. So we at the end of every December, I take it into account of how much money we've made, and I put in $15 million into the bonds, so that way we can make ourselves some money. Also, I've invested $1 million in each of these stocks, and as we have about we got a pretty good plus, but there's a couple of them here that are kind of being wonky right now. I'm not sure what that's about. And then lastly, also, we've got some other company interest on buying our shares. Right now, we have 309,000 shares worth 80 million, and we have 20% of our company out there being publicly traded, which is really good. And I also like to point out too that our yearly in 1984 we did a really good job. We made more than what we did in the previous 2 years combined. So our profitability for the company right now is starting to take off, and that's what we want to be able to ascertain that goal of $1 billion. A couple of things that you can do prior to 1985 hitting is definitely what you would like to do, or what you can do, I should say, is get your teams ready and prepped. You can send them home for the month of January, because you're not going to be able to do anything just because of the fact that the applicants do not become available until January of 1985, and you won't be able to use them until February. So you can definitely get this thing started. I would highly recommend doing that, so that way you can start making royalty money on the specific things that you would like to do. And I think we're going to aim for 3D network and hardware. We might get audio in there too, just because of the fact that it's a very popular thing, and it's a very popular piece of software. Um, and I think that's pretty much just about it. Oh yeah, we did add, as you can see up here, we have a 2D editor and an audio tool. But we also added those teams, of course. And then last but not least, next month when we start getting ready to research um, our stuff, we're going to actually start hiring operating system guys too. So that way we can get our operating system money going on, because that's going to be extremely imperative in the pipeline as far as being able to make the $1 billion as well. And that's going to be our big money maker. And then last but not least, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is probably around 1987, 88, we're probably going to make our first game. And then around 1990, just for nice little giggles, we're going to end up making an antivirus pertaining to everything to protect everything. Kind of just kind of going along with the company. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of give an update as far as like how we've been doing and what our goals are and being able to meet those goals so that way we can actually start um, climbing that mountain of making that $1 billion. And I also like to point out too that we're at 1.7 million fans. And as far as where we were founded, guys, um, did wait, did we lose some companies? I think I think DocSoft bought some people out because this looks a lot smaller than what it did. I haven't noticed it, but as you can see here, we're right in the middle of the pack, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 companies ahead of us come in, and we're almost at the middle of the pack for fans, and we're getting up there on company worth. We're about maybe 20% of the company worth of DocSoft, who also makes um, in our competition here is computer operating systems, and that's who we're going to be going up against to make this money. And we're going to definitely try our darndest to buy these shares. And what I'd like to do is start selling some more to kind of trick the market a little bit. Um, and then last but not least, again, of course, is that we have also maxed out our business reputation. And that's very paramount on getting some good applicants for our teams. So lastly, guys, if you guys are liking the content, which some of you guys are, which I really appreciate, hit the like button and also make sure to comment because it does really help. And also, would you mind subscribing to the channel too? And that also helps the channel because it also helps for people that are searching for these specific types of videos, and it also just helps all that other good YouTube channel like metrics and stuff like that. And it really helps me out too, and it really kind of gives me motivation. And I'm really enjoying putting out this content for you guys because I really enjoy what I do. And yeah, and then this goes without saying too. I hope everybody had a great week, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. And until next episode, peace out, guys.